Well, I'm now a proud member of the CSA. Wait a minute, that's not the CSA, that's the S SCV, Sons of Confederate Veterans. So now I'm in finally, which is cool. That's cool. Put it on the back of my old Camino, man. Kind of proud to have that. So anyway, Boots the cat, and just remember where he lives. Boots the cat, right? That's you, underneath the old Camino, right? Meow, huh? Meow? Meow, hi. I'm glad you said hi. And here's his TP, and that's his address. 1 General Lee Drive. Alright, so there we go. I don't know if I can make this clear, but this is on the bottom of a table. And what I want to do is put a little shelf. And I don't want to make it out of wood because wood will take up too much room and it won't be that much to put something in here. Actually, I want to put a gun in here, or I could put something else in there too. But you know, if I have a gun near me or something, I don't want to have it in a holster. That's crazy. Well, some people think it's crazy to even have a gun, but I want to have it like under the table here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it out of a piece of metal, 16 gauge, roll it up, and I'll show you what I'll do. So in other words, it won't be that thick, and on the edge it'll be a rolled edge, and it'll have like it'll be painted. It'll have like the what do you call that, the Munster tape or gorilla tape, the stuff that's like a heavy vinyl, stronger than duct tape. And I could bolt it into here, and it'll be like a little ledge from here to here, and you won't see it from the top. And I can always stick something right in here, so, and it will be hidden from the ledge. And the reason like I said, I'm gonna use metal because if it was out of 1/2-inch wood, I'd have to make a bracket. It would take up a 1/2 inch of room between this and that, right? So metal, it takes up hardly any room. It's extremely strong, and if you put a rolled edge on it, it's gonna be stronger. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, so here's a pace of 16 gauge. That's pretty strong stuff. Actually, I don't need to roll the edge on it, but I will. So it'll be incredibly strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flat wheel grinder with my mask, grind it off down to shiny metal. Then I'll take a piece of tape it across here where I want to cut it with the jigsaw. And I'll show you how to cut it with the jigsaw without where it cuts like butter, because the reason sheet metal doesn't cut very well sometimes is that it shakes. You got to keep it from vibrating, and if you keep it from vibrating and you keep the jigsaw blade lubed up, it cuts like butter. So let's grind this down to shiny metal. I actually don't need to because I got rust converter and it's going to be inside and it's going to be under something, but we're going to do it right. And get that cleaned up first. Well, I'll mark this off right about here, 11 inches. And go this side here. 11 inches. This doesn't have to be perfect, but it's going to be pretty perfect. Is that about right? 11 inches and 11 inches. Then, does that look right? It don't look right. It says 11 inches there. It is right. It just doesn't look right from my angle. Yeah. Double check it right. And put a mark. That'll be my cut. So this will be rolled up a little bit. Probably about there. Probably about there. And this will have a little lip on it too. So how much will that give me? That's enough room. That's enough room. That'll fit in there, no problem. You know what? I'm going to go just a hair more, just to make sure. I'm going to go a little more. And I can use this as my guide too. Yeah, I'll go right up to there instead. So And what I'm going to do is put a little grinding mark in there before I start cutting it with the jigsaw, because when if I dried, what a lot of times I do was like when I mark this off to cut with the jigsaw, what I'll do is I'll either tape it off, or I'll tape it off and paint it and let it dry, and then I'll cut it with the jigsaw, because when I douse it down with WD-40, this line's gonna go. So what I'll do is I'll take the grinding wheel and go across there a little bit, so there'll be an etched mark in there, which will make it easier to cut with the jigsaw anyway. And then I'll grind up that lip on the edge and fold it over, put some holes, and we'll start painting and all that shit and look nice and pretty. Well, since this was a completely straight cut, I decided just to use the cutoff wheel. Jigsaw actually is cheaper to cut this metal than the cutoff wheels. You will wear off cutoff wheels faster than jigsaw blades, provided you keep the jigsaw blade lubricated and you keep the metal from vibrating. And you can also make more intricate cuts. But for the sake of expediency, I just did it this way. Alright, so this I started hammering around here, and this is another reason I like these S-Wing hammers. This thing's about 60 years old or more, and I've used it for probably four decades. That's why I've been buying S-Wing products. But not a commercial, but damn, man, freaking damn good stuff. Next thing is, since I got it bent over pretty good, I'll just put these on them, vice grips. And got one here, and just start bending it up, right? There. All right. So just start bending it up, and that's all you got to do is drill some holes in there, and it'll go on the inside of that table. As I bend this up and do the other side. And in this lip, I'll have it bent down, so when I slide something in there, it won't catch on the lip. The lip will be just, I'll only have the lip for, you know what? Well, I don't think I'm going to do a lip on there. You know why? It's too strong. Plus, if I put monster tape on there, or Gorilla tape, it's not going to catch on the edge. I'll just leave it like that. I'll just do these two edges like this, on this side and that side. And that'll be it. And after I paint it and screw it in there, we got a nice little hideaway shelf under the table. Well, I got some rust reformer. I don't need to put it on there, but it's primer. That's all I'm going to put on there. That probably just, well, maybe a coat of paint too. Nah, because it's going to be inside. I'm just going to put some monster tape over it. But after I get both sides of it with the rust reformer, drills a few holes on each side right here. And I got these little screws that can go in there. And the way I'll protect this edge, like I said, it'll be tripled up monster tape. I got the real wide stuff. Gorilla tape, that's what it is, Gorilla tape. It'll be covering up everything, so when you slide the Beretta in there or something, it won't scratch it because it'll be like vinyl. And I could probably, if I want to, I could probably just put a piece of carpet in there too, to make it really really easy on it. So, or you can also even bolt a holster in there too. That'd be another thing too. But I'm gonna put a screw on the bottom here or something. Yeah, that would be an idea. Without even ruining a holster, I could drill a couple holes in here and use one of those plastic zip ties and put it through one of the belt loops, and then tie it down to that, and then you put the gun in there. I might do that later because I don't know if I got an extra holster right now, so that'll work. Okay, so I painted it up, drilled the holes, got the screws here, and I says, you know what? Here's the perfect holster. It's a little clip-on. go right on there, so I can just pull it out. Whoop, there you go. 7 plus 1, right? A little Beretta. And the way to do it. So we'll get this in there right now. And by the way, I've been using my little $50, the cheapest drill doctor on those drill bits. Glad I got it. They cut really fast and went through this steel like butter, so not bad. Oh, there you go. That's my clip, and it's on there rock solid. I actually had to cut this edge off of here, but it fits in there like I actually had to tap it in here with a hammer. 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beretta's in there. You can pull it out real quick. All set. It's under the table. And also it came in handy dandy with my I had my Armstrong what do you call it, this thing, what the hell we call those, yeah, Armstrong. I got these a while ago. Comes in handy because if you need an extension on your drill, you got it right there. You know, I used a little Phillips screw extension on the drill, so I was able to get way in the back across there. So it's a nice little holster. It's a clip-on. And that's a little 22 with the Mini Max, and that thing does feed very well with the Mini Max. So it's kind of cool if you're like at your desk, you're well protected. You know, I seem to be at my desk a lot, so that's probably a smart thing to do.